Now, when I first started talking about doing this, a lot of people got nervous when I said love. I'd say love, and people would go like, I don't think you can say that in a corporate environment. And they acted like it was like a four-letter, well, I mean, it is a four-letter word, but they acted like it was a four-letter word. And so I thought, well, maybe we should clarify a definition here. So what I did was I went on dictionary.com and I looked for a definition of love. I found 14 different definitions, ranging all the way from sex to tennis scores. Neither of which was helpful for me, by the way. Neither of which was helpful. But I did find these definitions that I thought were really beneficial for me. The first one is a feeling of warm personal attachment as for a friend, parent, child. And so I started thinking about that. How many of you would say you spend as much time at work during the week as you do at home? Is that pretty fair? You spend more time, more waking hours with the people you work with than with your family. And for some of us, we actually get pretty attached to those people. Now, unfortunately, if you're working with somebody and they're not very nice, maybe you don't care that much for them. But if you have good relationships with the people you work with, they become kind of like family, don't they? I was thinking about this one day, and I realized that if I named my top 5 best friends, my little BFFs or whatever you call it, my top 5 best friends, I met all of them 15 years ago working at the same company. And they all know each other. And even though none of us works for that company right now, we all are still good friends based on that relationship where we met each other at work. The second definition is an affectionate concern for the well-being of others. How many of you would say in the last 5 years you have opened up your wallet, checked out your checkbook, and given money to a good cause? People you don't even know, but yet you are willing to give money. And so this is actually the bullet that talks about love your neighbor. So I thought that might be an appropriate definition. And then my favorite at the bottom is a strong predilection, enthusiasm, or liking for something, as in, I like pizza. Now, you want to hear something really sad? Most leaders feel more comfortable saying, I like pizza, I love pizza, than they do saying, I love my employees. And I think for me, that's a little bit sad. But anyway, these were 3 definitions of love that I felt that I could work with. And yet people still said, well, what do you mean when you talk about it in terms of leadership? And so this is what I mean. Love in leadership is an unconditional, high positive regard for a person or a group of people. And it really is about the way you see people, what do you think about them, and the way that you treat people. So, if you see people basically bad or basically, wanting to get something over on you, I have to tell you that's probably how they're going to react with you. That's probably how they're going to treat you. On the other hand, if you see them as basically kind or basically hardworking, you will find that same thing for them as well. So love and leadership really is about how you see people and the regard that you have for them.